Good Times.
You don't have this is the old picture, right? Because you wanted a picture of who are all the, are they doing everybody as a character?
No, we're going to explain it.
Okay. Because I was curious since the mom's passed.
Now, Good Times actress says it's Thelma.
Thelma was the one that said this.
Says fans are disappointed with Netflix animated reboot because it's not progressive. Okay, Bernadette Stanis. Mm-hmm. TMZ interviewed Bernadette Stanis, Thelma, on Good Times. And she recalls being notified that there was going to be, this is when Norman Lear was still alive.
Oh, okay. That's right.
That there was going to be a reboot of Good Times on Netflix. And it was going to be a cartoon. They told her that it was going to be progressive. So she wasn't sure if it was a remake of them as the Jeffersons, as the Good Times.
You're mixing the black
families. I know, I'm
getting all the black families mixed up. You mean Family Matters? No,
yeah.
no, wrong black family.
She didn't know if it was going to be a remake of them as a cartoon series. Like, where are they now? Or something like that. Like Thelma's granddaughter or daughter, and they moving on.
The football player, and then and so forth. Okay.
Or if it was just going to be a whole new family or whatever. She didn't know.
A restart of the
she didn't know.
Version
yeah,
of them.
She didn't know. Okay. She just knew they said it was going to be progressive. So she felt like the word progressive means they out of the projects. Like they've moved on.
The last scene in the show
was them leaving the project.
Yeah.
She thinks Norman Lear thought that he was 100 years old. She thinks when they pitched it to him, he didn't know. He probably thought, they doing a reboot. I'll give my blessings. It's going to be progressive. He didn't live to see any of this come to fruition. He had to sign off on it, or they wouldn't have been able to do it. And she said she has a speaking part of one cameo, and JJ, Jimmy Walker, as they're different characters in it, but they had a speaking role in it, a small speaking role in the new one. When the trailer just released, she says she was disappointed, and the fans are disappointed.
I need to see it.
So let's see the trailer.
I watched this. I was watching this tonight. Y'all laughing.
I have important news.
Let me guess. The state called, and they want to cut you a disability check for your face. Hold up. You can get paid for that?
This is from a fool who stares at his orange juice every morning.
It says concentrate on the box. Who the dummy now? Shit. Me for not wearing a condom. Woo! Shadows fall over my heart. It all started with my grandfather, James Evans. My job as the man of this house is to take care of this family no matter what.
I just want to let you know I'm going to take good care of Gray.
The grandfather was James. The grandfather's James Evans, right?
One of their kids.
So his grandfather was James Evans.
So these are the grandkids.
Yeah, this is his grandkid and his family.
Okay, which kids?
This Negro's still in the projects. James. First of all, James died. Remember? Damn. James died. So then we got a whole bunch of stuff with Florida, neat people, and all this. And the last episode, we out of here.
Yeah, because Thelma married the football player and they moved on to the north side of Chicago.
So when they said grandfather, this is either Thelma's son or JJ's son. Michael's son.
JJ.
It's one of the three.
Yeah.
Why is he still in the projects when all three of them was out of there? What happened?
It wouldn't have been Thelma's son. Because she married a football player, so they was living good.
Okay, so
maybe it was Michael's
son.
If
Thelma married a football player, why is her nephew living in the project?
Because JJ went on to be an art buyer or whatever in the art.
JJ's an art buyer. Why is
Michael
his son
was in school?
In college. Why is all of them, any one of their kids, living in the project?
That's not progressive. What the heck? She probably said, what the heck?
Even progressive would have been middle class.
Yeah.
They don't even have to be really famous.
They're still in the ghetto.
They're in the project.
In the project. Probably that same building. In that same apartment. With the land.
With Ned DeWino's wife coming to see beautification committee.
And Buffalo Butt.
And Alderman Davis is still the alderman. After all these years.
Who is this I'm about to kill?
Juan, my boyfriend. Daddy, let him go.
Baby, she come with me.
Junior's repeating the 10th grade for the third.
Seth MacFarlane was one of the producers for this. Now, Seth MacFarlane is Family Guy.
Yeah.
So you know his humor.
Yeah.
It's cruel.
It's edgy.
It's very edgy.
Yeah.
So he has a black family living in the projects with edgy humor. So let's see this.
Time. Is there anything you can suggest to help him get to the drive-thru?
Can you do OnlyFans? Take off your shoes. Let me see what kind of feet you working with.
I'll take you to the dark side.
Dear Black Heavenly Father, Colored Redeemer, if you could just help us.
Son, it's for you. New phone. Who this?
All black, everything.
At least they ain't got that drug dealing baby under my roof no more.
Man, my mouth ready for some milk right now.
Dalvin, why are you so breast obsessed? It's childish, man.
Bruh, I'm a baby. I can't get no more childish than that.
In a nocturnal state of mind.
Your neighborhood is a real shithole.
It's the system. They put the guns and drugs on the streets.
Underneath this black, black sky.
This is getting dangerous. I won't just sit back and let you put yourself in harm's way. I love you too very much.
Everything black.
The revolution will not be televised.
Come on, Rosa Parks, can't you just enjoy this?
Blackbird, black, black sky, black, 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 everything 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 black.
Go near the stop button.
I can't. Oh, let's look here. J.B. Smooth, Yvette Nicole Brown, Jay Farrow, Slink Johnson, Marshall Mathers, and Wanda Sykes.
Black sky, black, 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 everything black.
We're just as good as the Evans of old.
Isn't that just dynamite?
But the truth is, we're the Evans of new.
Bitch, you look like money.
Everything black.
What about the struggle?
We're black. It'll be here tomorrow.
Everything black. Blackbird, black moon, black sky, black.
Now,
Wow.
you know what? I'm not even mad at it.
Wow.
Let me tell you why I'm not mad at it.
Wow. Maybe if
I'm not
it was
mad
by
at it.
itself and not connected with Good Times.
Why is it
It
connected?
could have been its own
Why
show.
is it called Good Times?
It could have been its own show, literally.
If you're going to do a ghetto version of 2024, somebody living in the projects, just do a whole nother black family
Why are you
ghetto
stemming off the Good
living in
Times
the
name,
projects.
the legacy?
That's what made Thelma upset.
Oh.
She said the fans of Good Times would not want that.
They wouldn't watch it. No.
We watched Good Times for them to get out of the project.
Okay, here's another question for you.
We watched every year.
Those of you, did any of you see Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? The new one.
That's drama.
That's not comedy.
No.
How people take that one.
Well,
This
yeah,
is kind
they-
of like what they're.
They
not
liked
the
it
same, but
because
it's
they
similar.
liked it because it was still the same family. They just did a dramatic.
Is that okay? Because
version.
I didn't like the drama.
No, I'm saying if you wanted to see drama, that's
I like
fine.
the comedy. That's what made me see Fresh Prince of
Oh, that's
Bel-Air.
fine.
Was his silliness.
Yeah, but my thing is, this is the Evans, and they tied it to the original Evans family.
Grandfather.
So
James
Bernadette,
Evans.
she didn't go all the way off. She said maybe the trailer doesn't show progression. Maybe because maybe a little bit when they showed the one girl that's kind of like Thelma, when she said they dropping guns in our neighborhood and I want to clean this up. So maybe it'll be about them cleaning up the projects,
even though they still live in it.
even though they still live in it.
Wow.
I'm hoping, she's saying that's what she's hoping. Because they told her it was progressive. And I would like to think they sold it to Norman Lear by saying that. We'll start off the show by showing you that, you know, there's, even though all the stuff that y'all saw at the end, they still in the projects.
Wow.
Their next generation is still in the projects. And then we'll show you how this time, rather than just living in the projects, the Evans family actually is part of cleaning it up. That's the progressive part of the story.
That's the only thing I can see.
That's the only thing I can, because in the original, they wasn't part of trying to clean. They just lived and survived. Good times, Chuck and Nancy.
The only time.
What is it? Wait a minute. What's the song? Good times, anytime you need a dinner. Good times, anytime you need a friend. Good times, anytime you're out from under. Not getting hassled, not getting hustled. Keeping your head above water. Making a way when you can. Temporary layoffs. Good times, easy credit rip-offs. Good times, scratching and surviving. Good times, hanging and jiving. Good times. For years.
Ain't we lucky we got them?
Dun, 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 dun. Good times. Yeah.
Now they did do an episode
for years.
Let's say progressive. The only time I saw them get involved is when they had Alderman Evans and that other guy running against him,
and he lost.
And
Florida was like, "We need somebody to make a change."
Yes,
that's the only thing I can think of. Is if they are trying to spin off of that to where they didn't want to just live there; they actually wanted to make it better. That's all we can say.
That's the only progressive.
If this whole thing is about a pimp baby and a stupid son, and almost a crackhead dad or whatever he is, whatever money that come to him, he'll take it. I can't do this.
The very
not
things
in 2024.
that Florida Evans' character and James did not want on the show.
Bernadette
they didn't want
Stannis.
a lot of chucking and jiving with JJ and his craziness.
Bernadette Stannis said, if what's her name? Florida Evans.
Esther Rowe.
If Esther Rowe was alive today,
she'd turn over now that she's passed away in her grave. And James Evans.
No, he's alive, but his mind, he has.
But that was one of the reasons why he left. He didn't like the buffoonery. He didn't like the.
If he was in his right mind today, he wouldn't like that.
She wanted to have a dad. First of all, she didn't want to be a single mom. So they struggled with that.
She forced
him to have a dad, even in the situation they were living in. So it was a lot of things that they were like.
So let's watch this.
Ooh, this is so.
I'm not watching like you got to watch it.
This is.
But let's follow
stereotypes to the T.
Let's follow this.
Yeah.
And that's what Bernadette Stannis says she's going to do.
Okay.
Let's see.
She's going to give him a chance.
She said, let's see if the trailer was just being, sensationalist, sensationalist, whatever. Just to get people to watch it. But as you watch it, you notice they're making a change in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
They're not just existing there.
Yeah. Not just
They cleaning it up.
Yeah.
They getting rid of the guns.
That's what
in the thing we just said, that they dropping guns off in the neighborhood. A lot of y'all, I said that. I've said that on this show many times, and people look at me like I'm stupid. In Chicago, the police, back in the days of Daley, and I don't know if they still do it, they used to drop guns off in the projects. Guns off in the projects.
And they wasn't being funny when they showed the shooting going back and forth to each from building
from one building to the next building.
Part of their plan was for us to take each other out.
So
they didn't have to deal with it.
And guess what happened? Yeah. The projects are knocked down now, and it's nice, beautiful homes.
But they moved to suburb areas as well.
That was the plan all along. Get out of here.
Yeah.
What we got to do to get y'all to get rid of each other?
Yeah.
So if that's what they're going to point things to, then I'm okay with it. Okay. Because nobody's talking about that.
Right.
So if this is their way, I'm hoping, because JB Smooth and them are in
awareness to what is happening in our inner city ghetto areas or
that nobody's talking about it. And if I got to chuck and jive to get you to watch it, then that's what we'll do. I gotta hope that with Wanda Sykes and JB Smooth and all these people in it, that they are all, I gotta be thinking, for God's sake,
there's a message.
There's a message to it, but this is the only way to get y'all to watch it.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm hoping. That's what Bernadette Stannis is saying.
Yep. Because I remember when one of the episodes where they had the pimp daddy, what's his name?
Yeah.
I can't think of his name.
Cat Williams.
No, on The Good Times.
Oh yeah, what about him?
Yeah, that the Florida didn't want him there.
Yes.
When there was an episode where JJ was needing money, he didn't have a job.
Oh yeah,
his two high school buddies said, "Come on and work with us."
Yeah,
and it was gambling and horse racing. They didn't know that they were involved in drugs.
Yeah.
But Florida didn't want him in the house.
No,
I don't want to even receive money from you.
No,
from where you're getting it from.
Thank
so
you.
she was real clear on that.
Thank you.
So let's see, like you're saying, if this Evans family, if that's their name still, that's how they're progressing.
And he said my granddaddy was James Evans.
So we'll find out.
And if his granddaddy is James Evans, the Evans family wouldn't put up with none of that. So let's hope.
Even second generation.
and maybe that's the part, that they act a certain way and then they have to remind themselves what lineage we came from.
Wow.
My grandmother wouldn't want that.
Right.
My grandfather wouldn't want that. My mom or my dad or whoever, whichever kid they are, wouldn't want that. Yeah. So we can't do that, y'all.
Okay.
Let's hope.
Oh.
Justice Ross has agreed the Evans family would have moved on up like the Jeffersons by now.
Yes, buddy. Yes.
Emerald says, what is the demographic that they are trying to reach? I think it's young people.
It's got to be young folks.
The same people who watch South Park. So white people too.
Young
and white.
Really?
Because it's Seth MacFarlane is the producer.
Seth. Okay.
Family Guy, not South Park. Family Guy.
Yeah.
Emerald says because the youth will only get into it if they go against the standard that the original cast stood for. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So let's hope.
We'll see.
Let's hope.
Okay.
Let's hope. We'll keep our fingers crossed. Now, the Shade Room posted